How's it going, folks? So another month has come and gone. The month of October was here, and now it is there behind us. And you know what that means. It's time for my top picks for best albums of the month of October. So before I get into that, I just want to issue a few disclaimers or a few notices. Down in the description below, you will find a list of the songs that I listened to for the month of October that I found to be notable in some way or another, that I didn't do a reaction to and what have you. So go check that out. It's a bunch of songs I listened to off channel that I really, really enjoyed for one reason or another. So you can go in there, see if there's anything you missed. And I put the song and the link to the original music video, whether it be on the band's channel or the label's channel or whatnot. So it's not to a reaction or anything, it's to the song itself. So go check that out. And the only thing I ask, all of this takes a lot of work. So if you do click on that link and you go check out those songs, in their comments section, just tell them Power Metal Ranger sent you. That would be super, super tight. Spread the word. Spread the Ranger message, if you will. And again, I would really, really appreciate that. Also, below that, I have listed every single album I listened to that released for the month of October. So you can go in there and you can see if there's anything you missed, anything that looks cool to you. Go check it out, go listen to it, whatnot. Again, it takes a lot of work, but that's every album that I listened to that released in the month of October. I can't catch them all, but I try to. So yeah, there's a lot there. So go enjoy. I hope you enjoy or find albums that you missed that you really like and all that good stuff. So the only other thing I ask is in the comments section here in this video, let me know what songs and albums were you enjoying for the month of October. I love talking about it. I love seeing what you guys, what you folks were really enjoying. So let me know what you really liked for the month of October. Now, when it comes to my picks for top 5 albums of each month, I don't cover EPs. I don't cover live albums, reissues, remasters, cover albums, stuff like that. There are enough new full-length albums that take up all of my time. I cannot focus on anything other than brand new full-length albums. Otherwise, I would just lose my mind. So I only consider brand new full-length albums. Now, one thing I do want to say before I get into my best of, my top 5 list, I did listen to, I think, just one EP this month. Every now and then, it depends on the band, I'll check out an EP for my own sake. And the new EP from the band Palantir, I believe the EP is called Nightmare Opus. Splendid. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I loved it. I've become a big fan of this band. So if you missed the new EP from Palantir called, I believe, Nightmare Opus, check that out. It is some excellent power metal. I'm a huge fan of that band now, and it delivers in spades. So check out that EP. Now, without further ado, let's talk about my picks for best 5 albums for the month of October. Starting with, and this is in no particular order, but first up we got Valentino Francavilla with Midnight Dreams. Next up we got Rosario with To the Gods We Swear. Next, Immortal Guardian with Unite and Conquer. Next, Fortress Under Siege with Envy. And last but not least, we have Ziva with Into the Eye of the Storm. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 picks for best albums of October 2023. But you all know it by now. You all know it. You have to know it. And if you don't, well, you'll know it now. Just like the Highlander, there can only be one. So, my top pick for best album of October 2023 is Ziva with Into the Eye of the Storm. This album just really blew me away. You know, it's funny. At first, when I listened to it, I knew this album was going to be in my top five picks because I really enjoyed it. So I kind of make a note when I listen to albums if it's going to be a contender. Uh, you could have been a contender, you know, for my top five picks. So I listed it there. Wasn't sure where it would fall. So at the end of the month, when I was listening to all of the albums that I had made a notation for and deciding 100% if it was going to fall in my list for top five picks, I was listening through and I got to this one and I was like, cool, I really enjoyed this one. Let me listen to it again. And on that second listen, on that third listen, on that fourth listen, even, I was like, just blown away. Blown away. And so at the end of the day, this was easily my top pick for best album of October. Really enjoyed this album, and every subsequent listen, I enjoy it even more. It is a great blend of like a melodic hard rock infused with power metal. Great melodies, great guitar work, excellent keyboard, piano, and some killer ballads on here. This album really has it all. A lot of diversity. It feels fresh all the way through. The vocals, what a powerhouse of a vocalist she is. Very unique kind of voice that she has. And her delivery is just so strong, so powerful, so emotion driven. It's hard not to just kind of feel the expression and feel the emotion that she conveys with her voice. And then you have the music, which is equally as emotional and powerful. And like I said, I mean, there are some strong powerhouse songs. There are some excellent ballad centric songs. I mean, you really have it all on this album, and I couldn't get enough. I still can't get enough. I still have been, after I even decided my picks, I've still listened to this album a couple times after that just because I love it so much. Really blew me away. And again, I love the infusion of melodic hard rock style with power metal because you get both. At times it feels more uh, melodic hard rock focused, and at times it feels a bit more power metal focused. So you have those two styles, those two genres really combining to just create a very powerful and excellent album through the melodies, through the vocals, through the guitars, through the piano work. It just all around killer album. Beyond impressed. So there you have it. That's my pick for best album of October. Ziva with Into the Eye of the Storm. October brought a lot of great albums, but this one just stood out from the pack for me. It's an album that I've listened to multiple times, even after I've made my decision. And hey, you know, if an album really has that much of a staying power and you really want to jump back in and just listen to it again, that ultimately says a lot. So that's that. That's my pick. Let me know in the comments down below, folks. What were your favorite albums of October? What were you really enjoying? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let's talk about it. I just love talking about all things power metal and with other genres infused in power metal these days. It's really nice. We have a lot of different styles that have also a power metal vibe to it. Power metal means a lot of things, at least to me, so it doesn't have to be traditional power metal for me to feel like there is power metal there. And yeah, those are my thoughts. And stay tuned because Monday, November 6th, if you haven't heard already, that's when I will be resuming with regular reaction videos and Ranger talks and maybe trying to get into some more of the album thoughts. That's kind of the album thoughts to me have now kind of taken the back seat. The focus are the reactions, occasional Ranger talks, and album thoughts if I can get to them. But yeah, stay tuned because October 6th, I'm making my return. If you don't know, I took a break for a few weeks, if not almost a month by the time I resume, and it's been wonderful, much needed. But I will be back October 6th, so please stay tuned. And yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in here. I'll catch you all next time. Ranger